Afternoon. It's Wednesday, uh, May 10th. I believe that's today's date. I'll have to look on the calendar. I think it's the 10th. Just wanted to do a video of our Yukon Gold potatoes, how we mulched them in to help with the winds that come down through here from this wide open parking lot. That's facing south. This is facing north, and the winds come from the south, and we have heavy high winds. And I put these stakes up on both sides of these rows of Yukon Gold potatoes to do like a Florida weave with twine, like they do for tomatoes. So these potatoes we started early in the season because we had some really nice high weather, high temperatures. And as soon as they got above ground, the frost came through. I did a video, I've got it in my playlist, of how it burnt these potatoes all the way back down to the ground, and I thought we lost them. Well, now they've all come back out. It looks like every single one's made it. And I went through here in the rows, and I put about an inch of the leaf compost between the rows. And then today, because the plants were starting to get a little tall and we've got some winds coming in here the rest of the week, I went ahead and dug out our bags of mulch that I picked up from our city. Our city picks up our limb debris every year, and it runs it through a chipper, and then through the fall, and then in the spring we can go over and get the mulch. And 2 years ago, I got a load of mulch, and I put it in these old soil bags, and I put a little water in it, and I closed them up real tight and set them in front of my house where it doesn't get a lot of sun. And you can see it's breaking down really nice. It's still a little moist. These bags, I had them tied shut, but the snow and the rain still got down in there. But you can see how nice and black that is, and it's breaking down. And that's what we actually put on the rows of potatoes themselves. You can see the color differentiation there from how moist this stuff is. And I just came through here on each row of these potatoes and mounded it up. And that's going to help with the winds, and it's also going to help with the hot temperatures that we're getting ready to get, and keep the ground nice and moist and to stop it from cracking. I planted over here years ago and didn't cover the ground, and in the heat of the season I noticed big massive cracks. So we've got it all mulched in with compost and mulched in with the leaf compost and with the mulch that's breaking down, and things are looking really good. I'm glad these things came back out. Here's the containers with our sarpomiras that we planted. I've got a playlist of that too, how I planted those, and they're starting to break ground. So all of our potatoes so far are doing great. We even have our potatoes back here in this container. I've got a video in my playlist of how I planted 4 seed potatoes, 2 at the bottom, and I come up about 8 inches and put another 2 potatoes opposites of those, and they're starting to come up. Our blueberries are starting to do their thing. They're putting on all these blooms. We should be getting blueberries before long. But I just wanted to make a little video on how I used our 2-year-old mulch that I bagged up in these bags. And like I say, it's turning real nice, dark and rich. And we'll use that to put around these potato plants as they grow up. I only have a couple more bags, so from here on out, it's probably going to be running the twine in between there and doing the Florida weave, and we'll see if that helps keep them off the ground. I know last year on the other side, they got so tall on me that I had to string them up, and by the time I got to them, a lot of them were already laying on the ground. So we're going to try to avoid that this year. Just a little updated video on our Yukon Gold potatoes and mulching them in. If you like the content of the channel, give us a thumbs up and like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.